Good morning, SMF. It's right now 5:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4/13 of 2011. Nice morning. We just had the retail sales come out. They weren't lower, but then they weren't gangbusters either, so they're, in my view, kind of flat. However, we've had some upgrades today on Riverbed Technologies. Google's gapping up. Here is the long gap up list. This is called ascending. This is called a gap up list. Now, one thing about it, MMTs, it sure looks just the very opposite of yesterday. And yesterday was a short trade all day. They would roll up and roll over. And they were to the very far left of the market, as I said, at that time. Today's trade management, however, will be as always. These bigger ratio gaps in some of these names, when they pull back, you're going to know that the platform will look totally different today than what it did yesterday. And the primary functionality of our market maker platform. So what you'll be looking for this morning, MMTs, is that when they gap, there'll be a round of profit taking, then they'll slide the bid down. And the key is when they're thromboning in our platform around 99 and 100, but when you pull back to 85 and then they pop, and or they come even to 75 in that reading, and the bid and ask trend ratio stays elevated, that means that the buyers want in. And we are in an earnings season, and we are loaded with headlines. JP Morgan came out and beat their earnings today. And so basically yesterday's big loss in the market was a good short day yesterday. Well, today you're going to see quite the opposite. And what you're going to see is in some names that they're going to gap and they're not looking back for the open. But they will pull back, and that is where you're going to look at getting net long. So that's the ascending. Ascending means longer. Expansion means longer on the gap up list, and that's bullish. On the other hand, on the gap open down list, look at how diminished the gap open down list is today. You only have 2 names in there compared to yesterday. So the trade management is they're all right here on GO, means gap open up. And the nice thing about it is that yesterday's selling also led to that volatility gap this morning, as we said after hours last night, where the short sellers would get banged on the gap open up. And as they get banged and have to buy to cover, that's what fuels that opening transaction on that opening bell. Then go up and make their highs and roll over.